Any thoughts of anxiety or depression I've really not mentioned to others because I was ashamed of it and somewhat scared. I'm more of a private person, so it's not something that I wanted to reveal to the world. After college, found an awesome job here with a local company. My wife and I got our first house. Life was just looking totally normal and up. As I progressed in my career, I took on some more challenging roles and found myself in a job that was somewhat a high pressure situation. A lot of the decisions I made for a certain project had implications on other people. Because of that, my anxiety started to spike with high stress levels. I had a lot of fear of failure is what I call it. Those weren't fears that were actually pressed on me by anybody else. It was just fears I had, and that caused a lot of anxiety. My world just felt like it was crashing down. Things were not going right the way they should at work, which is not really a big deal. That's nothing the company did. But I had so much pressure on myself and undue anxiety that it got to the point where I was struggling with if life was worth moving forward with. I think I first realized at small group that I had a issue. I was speaking about some activities I was in, and one of them being work, and that the work I was doing wasn't going great, and I referenced myself as a failure. And someone in the small group pointed out, just because your work's not going great does not make you a failure as a person, and I just could not make that connection. Speaking with my wife and other godly people, we decided, I should go to therapy. I need to talk to somebody. And found someone here locally who just did a fantastic job. And really, we worked through things in my past that I never knew had any sort of bearing on my day-to-day life, and really figured out that a lot of this pressure was put on myself, not by anyone else, but on me. I was thinking about things the wrong way. And through a year of therapy, things really started to turn around. I absolutely was enjoying life more. The idea that you're having anxiety because God is not on your side is just a fallacy, and it's not true. Anxiety and depression can happen to anybody. As I volunteer on Wednesday nights with the high school ministry, the amount of anxiety that these kids are going through is just phenomenal. I try to articulate with them as many times as I can and go through my story as often as I can, because it is something that needs to be dealt with, because it can have major consequences. And I think we're seeing that all throughout the world right now. So I was able to work through my anxiety with a lot of prayer, reflection, and therapy. And the major takeaway I've taken from it is that this fear of failure is not something I need to worry about. I'm a child of God, and that's just a fact. That's not something that can be taken away from me. And through His image, we're made perfect.